Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me. Today we're going to work on our April journal. And I know it's halfway through the month and I'm just now beginning, but I'm a little bit behind on everything. But I did want to do just a little one. I'm not going to do a large one. I'm just going to show you how to do just a small one when you need maybe a small little journal just to take on a vacation or jot some things down in, something like that. Now these are just two envelopes. These, I believe these are size A9 and they're that thick craft envelope, and I will link them below. So all you have to do is click on that little button to show more, or if you're on your phone or iPad you can click on that little arrow and it will pull up the links. That's all you have to do. Now what we're going to do is just slide that little lip, this little lip right here, we're just going to slide that down in there. Just going to make a little journal out of these. It's been a long time since I've made one like this, so this will be a good time. Then I'm just going to add a few pages and things in there. Then see, you have this one on the back, and we're going to glue this one down. So, and I've got a new digital collection from Betty that we're going to be using. It came in just in time for our April kit, or for our April journal, I should say. April journal, because you know, for the journal I did purples and lavenders and pinks, and guess what this new collection is? What have I done to my glue? Alright, let me see if I can open this stuff up. So the one that she sent me is called, and I will show it to you in just a second, it's called Spring Hydrangea, or hydrangea, ever how you want to say that. And it is gorgeous. It has the lavenders, the pinks, all of that in it. So in that, you're just going to press that down. And then you don't even have to glue this one in here. I mean, it's going to stay. It's not going to come out at all. Now this is the collection that we're going to use along with our, let me grab this, along with our little digital that we did for you for April. And you can see, I'm just going to flip through them real quick because you'll see them when I start using them. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. All those purples and lavenders. It's gorgeous. Love how she mixed all of this. And look at that one. Ooh, that's pretty. This one is one of my favorites. Look at that. Of course, it's got a butterfly on it. But it also has kind of a green, a purple, a pink, almost a salmon-y looking color. Look at that one. Very, very pretty Betty. And I will link this below as well as her entire shop. So you go over and check her out and purchase some of these kits from her. They're beautiful. I love that. That might be the front. I may have to, I'm kind of torn between a couple of different pages to be the front. Look at that. Look at that lady. This is just so, so pretty. I don't know how she does them so fast. Look at that one. So pretty, Betty. These are gorgeous. And this is absolutely wonderful. I've been sitting here looking at all of these different advertisements, and they're just all mingled through here. But if you look, you can read most every one. They're absolutely wonderful. And then it looks like there is a flower, I think, in the background there. So that's pretty too. And then here's some of the ephemera in here. Yeah, there's that same flower. So we're going to use this collection. And let me decide. Now, I am going to leave these open so these can be pockets on either side of my journal. So I do want to cover the front. Now you could cover it with a solid sheet all the way across. I don't know if I'll do that or not. I'm thinking that this is going to be my cover. Yeah, okay. This paper, once we take that little bit of white edge off there, it's going to be just a little bit shy to cover this entire envelope. But what I'm going to do, since she's kind of feathered hers out, and you really, I mean, that white edge really doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the whole thing down. I'm not going to tear that white edge off. But I am going to ink it, and I'm going to grab my lavender ink, and I'm going to ink it with my lavender ink. So let me grab that. All right, I think this is called abandoned. This is not called abandoned. This is called shaded lilac, and I think I'm just going to use it instead of having to go to the other room and find my other ink, because it's not in this particular container right here. But I think this one will work. So what I'm going to do to make all of this color blend in, I'm just going to go around this lightly, and I need to just lay it down. So what I'm going to do is take a piece of this paper, and then you just kind of start off the page, and then just bring your ink toward the page. And it's a little bit harder on this thin paper than it is on a thicker paper, but it'll work. You just have to keep working with it. Just make sure that you start off the page and just kind of pull it toward it. This one I really probably need to re-ink. We just want just a little bit on there anyway, not a lot. Just want to make it blend and keep that white from standing out too much. So that's all we're doing. All right, there we go. So that changed it a little bit. And now we can put this down on here, and it looks like all of that page is uniform. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it right there, and then I am going to tear this, and I'm going to tear it right at the center. No, I'm going to tear it right past the center. That way, okay, I'm thinking, no, I'm going to tear it right before the center. So what I want to do is I'm just going to fold it over like this, and then I'm going to tear it somewhere along that little line that I put there. And just hoping that I get it somewhere near even. Let's see. Let's put it on our grid. See if we can get it as even as we can. There we go, right to there. Looks good. We'll tear that off. Okay. And then I need to put a little bit of this ink on here. Now, I only printed this on copy paper, just regular copy paper. So that's why it's a little bit flimsy. But I knew that I was going to be using it on this cover, so I didn't need anything real thick. Okay, let's put that one over there. And that one is going to go right there. That's gorgeous. I love it. Now, I'm not going to worry about my spine because I probably will end up covering the spine with a little bit of lace anyway, like I normally do, so I'm not going to worry about that. Not going to cover that right now. So we're just going to put glue all over this and then press it down. Now we'll see if we can get it just to where a little bit of that brown shows around the edges. There we go, that works. I love that. And then of course we're going to do something else on it too, so just hang in there for that. Now let's see if this one would be, yeah, this one would be big enough for the back since I'm going to cover the spine with something else anyway. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on here. Now this one, you can see a little bit more of boldness of the white showing. So I'm just going to go in a little bit stronger with my lilac. Pull that in there a little bit. Now I could have printed these borderless, but I know a lot of people don't have that option to print borderless, so I was just going to show you a way that you can cover these little white edges if you want to use the whole sheet. and not have to trim them off, because it can be done. Or you could trim them off and just have it a little bit shorter. It doesn't matter. This is just something that I wanted to do. Okay. I'm just going to go back and pull that in just a little bit more. And then I'll do the same thing here. To just kind of pull it toward. There we go. All right, put that over there. Let's see, now it doesn't stick out, that white part. So we are going to put some glue on this one and put it down. Okay, put that down, and then we're just going to press it in. And there you go. You've got the front and the back covered, and then this will be covered with lace. I love that. That is so pretty. Now on the front, I thought we would put a nice little pocket right here. What do you think? See what we've got. Or we could come back in with our calendar. Put that on there. Let's trim our calendar out and see what it looks like. I'm just going to tear it. You could trim it with your scissors if you wanted. I'm just going to tear it. I think it might look okay. I think it might look pretty good, hopefully. And if it doesn't, we can do something different. It's not a big deal. Right there. Cute. Okay, now let's see what this would look like. I kind of like that. We could always come back in with some flowers or something at the top. Or, let's see what we've got in here. I'm just looking through the papers to see if there's something else that we want to use. Oh, I see something that I'll use behind this. Okay, I want to back this with something. And I know this is really bright, and this one is maybe not so bright, but that's okay. Like I said, I think this ink pad really needs re-inking. So I need to get some re-inkers. You know, Tim Holtz is out of just about every re-inker that there is. I've been having trouble finding them. So, I don't know what's going on with that deal. But, you know, if he makes these inks and we all buy them, I would say make sure that you keep re-inkers flowing, because I don't want to throw my ink pads away. There we go. And I probably just need to spritz it with a little bit of water, and it would probably do better. Oh, yeah, let's do that. But I want to put something behind it. Some little something to make it a little bit more sturdy, and where it will blend a little bit better. Look at that. This is from one of her other collections, and right this minute I can't remember what this collection is, but I will find it and link it below. But look at this. This is just a piece that I had left. That goes perfect behind there. And I actually printed this on a thicker paper. The green here and the green here, it pulls out of this. And then there's your purples and your lavenders. So we're going to glue that down on there. And we're going to turn that into a pocket. I think just right up here. And I'm just going to leave a little bit of that showing around. Like that. Okay, isn't that cute? Now I'm going to trim this out, And I just want to trim it to where it has just about that much on this side as well. So let's see if we can accomplish that. A little bit more, just a tiny bit. Oh, and I do have more of these on the way. I know I've had lots of people looking for them. We ordered all that they had the first time, and we have ordered more, and so far they haven't got here yet, but hopefully they'll be here any day. So just keep checking back, and I'll try to post when they do come in, so everybody will know. Because I love mine. Now that I got used to it, you know, in the beginning, I wasn't used to it. I was used to another one that didn't exactly do like that one. And I wasn't used to it, so I didn't really like it. But now that I have started using it, I love it. Okay. Now I'm just going to glue this, this, and this down. And that's going to be a little pocket. So never be afraid to mix and match your collections. I usually never use a complete collection on one project. I'll use 2 or 3 different collections. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Now, I do feel like that I need to pull some of this purple, the deeper purple, up here. So what we're going to do is, I think I might put that journal up here. Let me see if I have anything else. I'm going to trim this out, and then I'll be thinking if I have anything else that's purple. It's that purpley color. Now, I didn't trim that too perfect. We can go back and fix it, but what do you think about that? Yeah, that brings some of it up there, but I still want something else. This is a little bag of trims that one of you guys sent me. And I'm thinking that one right there looks pretty good with that. Then there's also a lighter one, so we'll see which one we might want to use. Okay. So what do you think? Which one shall we use? Oh, I like them both. If we ran a little piece under that. Okay, on this, I printed 2 or 3 of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this flower right here out. And I don't really have my fussy cutting scissors here, but I'm going to do my best with what I have. They're still packed away somewhere. I have no clue where. Let's try. That may be up there at the top. And then that journal across there. Okay, I'm going to do something here that may be a big mistake, but we'll see. I'm not fussy cutting it. I'm just trimming around the actual word, leaving a little of that white showing. And then what we're going to do is we're going to ink that white up, because there's really not any white in this background. I mean, there's white, but it's more of a pale eggshell looking color. So I don't want to bring any stark white into it. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm just going to flip this over. I'm just going to take I'm not going to put any more ink on it. I'm just taking the tool like it is and pulling across that. Just like that. Then we should be able to use that there. Let's see. I'll pull that over to that side, and we can put that right there maybe. Yeah, I kind of like that. It brings that all the way around. It's kind of, you know, with this purple down here, you didn't have any of that deep purple up there. It kind of messed with your eyes just a little bit. So I think that will help. And then what I'm going to do with this is, hopefully, let's see if we can do this. I think I might This is all experiments. You'll just have to hang on. Let's see if it works. Let's see if we put that up under there like that, and then just have it coming out. We'll trim this one off. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I know it. I know you're looking at it thinking, what did you just do? So I will start gluing it down and then I'll show you. So this, we're just going to fold it like this. And I'm just going to put a little dot of glue right in here. And just glue that together, like that. Okay, so we have a little thing like that. Then I'm going to glue this down. And I'm going to put that little flat edge over that way a little bit. And then before I stick that down, I'm going to tuck that up under like that. Yes, I like that. And then I think I'll just stick the journal right there instead of having it on top of it. Or would we put it, come on, pick up. Or would we put it down here? No, I think I kind of like it up there. So let's put it up there. Let me hold it up and look and see if I've got it a little bit straight. I think I do. So there we go with that. I'm liking that so far. Anything else we need to put on the front? I may come back and add something else on the front, but right now we're just gonna wait on that. We're gonna go ahead and cover some of the inside. Now, I'm just gonna cover, instead of trying to cut down this way, I'm probably just gonna go across like this. Let me think. Let me lay a piece on here and just look at it. Yeah, I'll probably just go straight across like that. That'll still give me a lot of pocket, but I won't have to try to cut that out. So let's see which piece we want to use for this. I may go back to that piece I just had in my hand. Oh, I like this one. Yeah, let's use that piece right there. Okay, so we need to take this one off about right there maybe. Now, I'm keeping in mind that this is just copy paper, so I may have to put something behind this to make it a little bit stronger since I'm making this the cover for that pocket. We shall see when I get it laid down. I may just have to glue two pieces together. I don't know. Come on. Let's see. Okay, what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to cut these little pieces off. That way it won't look quite so funny. You know what? No. I started to say we could glue them down, but let's don't do that. Let's just cut them off. We want it to look more uniform. Now, since I cut that off, I am going to have to put a little glue right under there, which is not a problem. Just stick you a little glue under there and press it down. And then we're going to cut this side the same way. I hope I'm not pulling it back too far to try to cut. There we go. And then again, we're going to come right here and put a little glue under here and press that down. Alright, while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and do this side as well. I'm just going to lay this on there and mark it like I did the other one. And we're going to cut this one the same way. Alright, there we go. We've got those trimmed off. And then we have this that we can put down just as is, or we can go ahead and trim that white off around it, or you can ink the white. I think on the inside here, I'm just going to trim this white off with my tear ruler, and then it'll give it that little decal edge. Oh, and we are out of these little ruler packs too. We should have more in probably next week. We've ordered more, so we should have them in next week. I love my decal edge ruler. And I'm just being a little bit more careful with it since I can't really press down hard on it with this hand, but they're very easy to use. It's a little bit getting used to that you have to press on this part right here, but they're not hard to use at all. Okay, there we go. Now let's see how that's gonna look. Oh yes, I like that, and I don't mind a lot of that brown showing. That doesn't bother me at all. Okay, let's go ahead and put a little ink around this. Okay, got that inked. And then we're just going to center it up and put it down about right there. Okay, I grabbed some lilac or lavender, whatever you want to call it, cardstock. And I think I'm going to back this with that cardstock. That way it'll be a little bit stronger so that I can make my pocket and this won't bend and tear and all of that kind of stuff. Since I did print this out of a regular printer paper, if you printed it out of a heavier cardstock, you wouldn't have to do that. Okay, and I'm just gonna leave, looks like about 3/8 of an inch around it. Maybe, if that much. And I may have gone a little bit, tad bit crooked, but that's okay. That's all right. It's just paper, and it's just mine. So if it was somebody else's, I would do it again. But it is mine. Let's see. I need to turn that the other way. I'm so used to putting it in to do all this with my right hand that, let's see if I cut it about right there maybe. See, I started to grab it with my right hand, didn't I? This is called, what is this one called? Wildflower is what this one's called. And it is a basil cardstock. That's about all the cardstock that I use is basil. I don't use anything that is any thinner than basil. I like a good heavy cardstock when I need it. Alright, on this we're gonna lay it in here like that maybe. Yeah, that'll work. I'm gonna take just a tad off of this right here. Let's see, I need to put it in this way so I can see it. It's a whole different world. Alright, yeah, that works right there. Okay, let's see what that looks like now. Oh, yes. Much, much better. And see, this is so much stronger now. I don't have to worry about that pocket. Alright. Now on here, I'm not going to put my glue on here because if I do, I'm afraid I'll glue my pocket shut. I'm just going to put my glue here. So put your glue on your envelope, not your paper. Now, if you want a tie on this, like if you want to be able to tie it together, now would be a good time to put your tie down, your ribbon, your twine, whatever you're going to close it with. I'm trying to decide if I even want to put anything on. I kind of like mine bulging. I don't know why, but see, you could put it right here. Let's just go ahead and do it. Let's put some of this, and I'm just going to glue it down somewhere near the center. Like right there, maybe. That looks pretty good. And then I'll cut off a good section, maybe that much. That will, it's about maybe 8 inches or a little more. And that should be enough for us to close it with, to tie a little bow or something like that. I don't know if I'll tie a bow. I may tie a knot. Okay. I went a little crazy with my glue, so we're just going to wipe around that. There we go. Now, there we go. We've got our pocket in there. Nice big pocket. And then we have our tie attached. Oh, I like it. It's coming together nice. I like that. All right, now let's do this side. And I'm going to do this side out of just this other piece right here. It's going to work. Okay. Let's go right there. And I'm going to tear it about right there. You guys are so sweet. I didn't want to tell you that. I have received so many messages, so many cards and letters and things wishing me well with my wrist. And I appreciate that so much. You will never ever know. And then you guys have just absolutely bought our store out. And I appreciate that. I really do. And then we've had quite a few members to join our Buy Me a Coffee, and I still have to get the digitals ready for you guys. I'm working behind on that too, as you know, but I know for all members I said that I would give you an extra free digital each month, so I've got to get to work on that. So please don't give up on me. I will get that done. I promise. Right now I've just got a big long line of things that I need to get done, and I'm just having to take them one at a time. But we will work on that probably tomorrow. And then I've got quite a few videos that I've got to catch up on. We've got to do the video for our April kit, and then get some more digitals up for our April kit. I've got some pocket templates that I want to load in for you that are a little bit new. I don't think you've had these before. So, lots of things coming up. Just hang in there with me. Stay tuned, and we will get it done. We will get it done. Okay, we're going to glue that down there. And this is a Fiskars rotary trimmer. I had quite a few that asked about it after we used it the other day, after Erin helped me with it. I usually have it linked below in our product list. I always try to keep a list of things that I frequently use down there. So you should be able to go down there and check it out. I love it. I wished that they weren't so expensive for me to ship, but they're quite expensive for us to ship. That's why I don't carry them in the store, because you can order them on Amazon for the same price, and then if you're Prime, you can usually get free shipping. So it's a lot better if you can get free shipping, because they are a little bit heavy in the package. I mean, they're not heavy to use, but they're a little bit heavy in the package. Okay, we're going to put that down there, and maybe I'm getting them somewhat even. Right. Let's see. Right there, maybe. That looks good. And then we'll put this down on there. I went crazy with my glue again too, didn't I? Put it too far out to the edge. It's okay, we'll fix it. Not a problem. We'll just wipe it off. It's a good thing about this glue. You can just wipe it off what you don't need. And it dries clear so it doesn't hurt your project at all. There we go. So, got that done. Glue that little piece down a little bit more right there. Okay, so now we have a pocket on this side and a pocket on that side. So I like that. And then we have our tie right here. I'm just going to go ahead and cut that piece. So we have our tie where we can tie it closed. Cute. I'm liking this. I am liking that. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Now, all we need to do now is put some pages in here. And let's see if I will do that now or what. Hold on. Let me move some of my stuff. Ooh, that one just fell on the floor. I'm thinking I may use Betty's pages. I didn't print on the back of these, but that's okay. I can always collage the back of them or do something different. But look how pretty that will look in there. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll just use hers. I may just use all of them. Let's see, but I do think I want that one in the front. And then what we'll do is we will go back and use some of these. I should have printed these on a cardstock because I want to use that to go in a pocket. But I can always go back and do that. That's the good part about these. Once you purchase them, you can go back and print as many times as you want. Alright. Well, I think on most of them you can. I've not had any problem with it. I don't know. Some people may limit your prints. I don't know if they do or not. I don't know why they would, but anything's possible. All right, let's see. I'm just going to try to even that up. And then yeah, I did turn that backwards, but it'll be all right. We shall see. Yeah, I think I got it trimmed off anyway. See, I want to do it with that hand so bad, and I just can't press it down with that hand. So what I need to do is turn it back around and be a good girl. Turn it back around. Act like I got some sense. That's what my daddy used to say. He'd say, get out there and do that and act like you got some sense. See, that's so much easier. I don't know why I'm fighting it. I guess because the other side comes natural, doesn't it? To me, anyway. Alright. There we go. And I'm just trimming all these at once. Hopefully I'm getting pretty much even. It's as even as it needs to be. Doesn't have to be perfect. It can be a little bit off. These are just going to be our pages. We can always do something different with them. Ooh, that didn't sound good. I don't think it cut good on that one. Alright. Now we have it. Now let's see if I can get rid of the giblets. Okay. Now we can fold these. And I don't care if they're not exactly even on the end. That doesn't bother me. Let's see. I'm going to fold just a few at a time. Make it a little bit easier. Okay. All right. Now we'll decide how we want them to go together. And I know I want that to be the front. And then maybe this one. Yeah, like that. And then, which one? Let's do that one there. Now, you can put book pages inside this too. I may and may not. I don't know. I'm not going to stitch it in tonight. I'm just going to kind of lay these in there so that I know about how I want them to go. And then I'll have to get my needle threaded and all of that kind of stuff ready for tomorrow. And we'll probably stitch these in tomorrow. Stitch the pages in there. I may even have to get my husband to help me thread the needle. Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking, let's see, let's put this one in there. And then, and I think I want to put an envelope in the center, maybe. I don't even know if I'll need this many pages since it's already the half point of the month. Let's see how many pages I've got. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16. I got 32 pages. That's way too many. So I need to take some of these out. I don't need near that many. So I only need, let's see, about 15 pages maybe total. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 20 pages right there, because if you count the front and the back and then this side too, that's 20 pages. That's going to be plenty. And then what I want to do is put a couple of book pages in between here and then an envelope in the middle to cover. So that's what we're going to do. All right, that is this part of the... So that is this part of the April journal. Now I think I am going to put one of these acetate pocket pages on this front because I don't want this covered. So I'm just going to mark this right there. I will mark it down here, and then we're going to cut that off. And let's see if I can cut it with my other. This one's a little bit easier for me. Okay. So let's see what we have. Yeah, that works right there. And I don't know that we'll put one in the back, but I do want one here just because I don't want to cover her up. But I did want a pocket here. So I'm going to go ahead and see if my punch will punch out the little pull. Maybe it will. Oops, slid there. Oh yeah. Molly sent me a good punch. That will work. Thank you again, Molly. I use it all the time. Okay, this needs cleaning off. So I'm going to put that down right there. Now on this one, I'm going to use this Barely Arts glue. And the reason being is I have just noticed that on acetate, it seems to hold a little bit better. I don't know that it does. It just, to me, it seems like it does. So we're going to put this down. Look how crooked. Let's see if I can. I'm sure I can press it with this one. It doesn't take much. It's not a whole lot straighter, but it'll work. And you could have always put this one down before you actually put this part on, and then you could have stitched it if you'd wanted to. That would have been pretty. Oops, look what I just did. I dropped it. Now you do need to press that glue in real well. That makes it hold. But then you just leave it sitting for a little while, and I've not had any problem with it. So there is a little pocket. Now you say, well, you didn't want to cover that up, but you made a pocket, so you're probably going to put something in that pocket. Well, yes, we'll put something in it, but it'll be something that you can pull in and out. And it may even be an acetate tag. I might take a piece of acetate and just make an acetate tag out of it tomorrow. You can come back for that. I think let me think if I've got everything out that I need. I think I do. So we'll make an acetate tag to go in here tomorrow where Our Lady will still show, but it'll be very, very pretty and it'll be useful. All right, that is probably all I'm going to do today. We'll come back in the next video and we will go ahead and sew our pages in. We'll put our lace on the cover. We'll do some more decorating, and then we'll start decorating and embellishing some of our pages. We'll put some different pockets and things in there. So come back for that. All right, guys, make sure that you go over and check out Betty's Custom Designs. The link will be below, and this kit is called Spring Hydrangea. So make sure that you go over and check that out. I know she would appreciate it, and so would I. All right, we will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.